Helicopters are amazing machines. They can fly up and down, they can hover in the air, they can even fly backward. Have you ever wondered how these things are even possible? It's all about the science of flight, and it's truly fascinating. Unlike airplanes, which need runways, helicopters can take off and land vertically. This makes them incredibly versatile. They can access places that airplanes can't, like rooftops or disaster zones. Imagine a world without helicopters. No thrilling rescues, no news helicopters filming live events, no quick escapes from danger in action movies. Helicopters are essential for many important tasks. They transport people and cargo, help fight fires, and assist in search and rescue missions. Their ability to fly in ways airplanes can't makes them truly remarkable inventions. In this exploration, we'll uncover the secrets of how helicopters achieve flight. We'll delve into the science behind their vertical takeoff and landing capabilities, and discover what makes these machines so unique and essential in our world. Get ready for a journey into the fascinating world of helicopter flight. Let's break down a helicopter's main parts to understand how it takes flight. The most noticeable part is the rotor system on top. It acts like a giant fan with two or more rotor blades. These blades are long, thin, and curved, similar to an airplane's wing, but much longer and thinner. The engine powers the rotor blades. When the engine spins the blades, they create lift, which is the force that makes the helicopter go up. Think of it like a ceiling fan, but much more powerful, capable of lifting the entire helicopter. Below the rotor blades is the fuselage. This is the main body of the helicopter, where the passengers and pilots sit. The fuselage is often designed to be aerodynamic, meaning it's shaped to move through the air with less resistance. At the tail of the helicopter, you'll find the tail rotor. This smaller rotor is mounted on a tail boom and spins horizontally. Its job is crucial. It counteracts the torque, a twisting force created by the main rotor blades. Without the tail rotor, the helicopter would just spin uncontrollably. The key to a helicopter's flight lies in its spinning rotor blades. These blades are specially shaped to create lift as they rotate. Imagine a blade slicing through the air. The air above the blade is forced to move faster, creating lower air pressure. Meanwhile, the air below the blade moves slower, resulting in higher air pressure. This difference in air pressure, described by Bernoulli's principle, generates an upward force called lift. This lift force is what makes the helicopter rise into the air. The faster the rotor blades spin, the greater the difference in air pressure and the more lift they generate. Pilots can control the amount of lift and therefore the helicopter's altitude by adjusting the speed of the rotor blades. Section 4, up and away, lift and thrust. We've talked about lift, the force that makes a helicopter go up. Now let's understand thrust, the force that propels the helicopter forward, backward, or sideways. While lift is primarily generated by the main rotor blades, thrust is controlled by changing the angle of those blades. Imagine the rotor disc, the imaginary circle created by the spinning blades tilting forward. This tilt directs the lift force slightly forward, creating thrust that propels the helicopter ahead. Similarly, tilting the rotor disc backward generates thrust for backward movement. The helicopter can also move sideways by tilting the rotor disc to the side. By precisely adjusting the angle of the rotor blades, pilots have incredible control over the helicopter's movement in all directions. Section 5. Controlling the helicopter. A pilot's tools. Piloting a helicopter requires coordinating various controls to achieve smooth and precise flight. Inside the cockpit, pilots have three main control systems: the cyclic, the collective, and the anti-torque pedals. The cyclic is a control stick that looks like a joystick. Moving the cyclic tilts the rotor disc in the desired direction, forward, backward, or sideways, allowing the pilot to control the helicopter's movement. The collective is a lever usually located on the pilot's left side. Lifting the collective increases the angle of all rotor blades collectively, generating more lift and making the helicopter climb. Lowering the collective reduces lift, causing the helicopter to descend. The anti-torque pedals control the tail rotor. These pedals adjust the amount of thrust produced by the tail rotor, counteracting the torque from the main rotor blades and preventing the helicopter from spinning. Skilled pilots use these pedals to maintain the helicopter's heading and ensure it's pointing in the desired direction. Section 6. Different helicopters, different jobs. Helicopters come in various shapes and sizes, each designed for specific tasks. Some helicopters are small and nimble, perfect for transporting a few people or performing aerial photography. Larger helicopters, like the Chinook, can carry heavy loads or many passengers, making them ideal for military transport or search and rescue operations. Helicopters also play vital roles in emergency services. Air ambulances transport patients to hospitals quickly, while police helicopters provide aerial support for law enforcement operations. The versatility of helicopters makes them essential for a wide range of applications. Section 7. Busting helicopter myths. There are some common misconceptions about flying helicopters. One myth is that helicopters are inherently unstable and difficult to control. While it's true that helicopter flight requires skill and coordination, modern helicopters are designed with stability in mind. Another myth is that if the engine fails, the helicopter will plummet to the ground. This isn't true either. Helicopters have a safety feature called auto-rotation. If the engine fails, the rotor blades are designed to continue spinning freely, allowing the helicopter to descend gradually and safely. Helicopter flight is based on precise engineering and scientific principles that make it a safe and efficient mode of transportation when operated by trained professionals.